Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to the 2025 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial. We are down to the fifth place game. It's a rematch of a tremendous round-robin battle between Gold Star Tel Aviv and Lacrosse Club Custodes, the home side. And an early power play, Parker Pfeiffer will rip one, but that's going to get up and out of play. Didn't touch anything. It will be Custodes' ball. They'll be able to kill some time on what was a major penalty to open the game. So what a way to start. Matej Krysl getting that major. Here's Gigi Loskot trying to drive to the net. Daniel Halick between the pipes for Gold Star, for Tel Aviv, the youngster. Jackson Hayner has been the primary guy for Tel Aviv, but I think Halick's trying to get used to some new gloves. And that may have been a bit of a factor in that pass getting away from him. At the other end, Jakub Marš is in net for the Czechs. I don't believe he's played very much either. Josef Slavik has been going the whole way for them. Looks like 3 goalies dressed for the Czechs. At least they have 3 in uniform over on the bench area. Not sure if one is dressed as the emergency. There's an emergency backup goalie in E-Bug. A system in place, a plan in place this year for teams that don't have 2 goaltenders. Obviously not a factor here. Shot and a rip home. Quite a blast there from Jean-Luc Chetner to make it 1-0 for Tel Aviv. Yeah, it's gone. Okay, the score's gone up on the wrong side. Hopefully we get that fixed. I mean, that was Tel Aviv scoring, right? I'm not imagining things, am I? Is it down at that end of the floor? Hopefully they'll get that sorted out. I think we're going to get on that. Knotek passes across to Lukasz Kuchera. A nice drive to the net, but Haylett with the arm save. All right, it's all sorted out. We are at 1-0 for Gold Star. They can get another one on this 3-minute major. It's 2 15-minute running time halves. So because of the shorter game, penalties are also shortened, 1 minute. There's another goal, sorry. Had people standing right in front of me, couldn't see that one. So we check the replay. We'll just pull up the stream and go back and see what happened. Let's pass over to Chetner. Jean-Luc Chetner again with that high rip. 2-0 for Tel Aviv. And they're going to get the ball back. We have a penalty coming. Illegal cross check. I think that's Tyson Nielsen getting that one. Yep. That's a 1-minute penalty. So Custodes will have a chance to try and get one back after the 2 power play goals by Jean-Luc Chetner. That pass a little bit high for Kuchera. Tomasz Prohaszka coming in. Back to Kuchera. Prohaszka coming forward. Back down to Kuchera. They've still got some time. 25 seconds on the power play. Tried the quick stick. Kuchera went too far to the far side. Peshek up to Knotek. They tried to get it to Kuchera. That's going to bounce out and onto the food tent. Here's Wolf. They're killing the final couple of seconds. Now they're back to even. Nielsen comes out of the penalty box and scores moments later. Tyson Nielsen. What a blast that one was. Tel Aviv just picking their spots, really nailing these corners and sides. Ball loose off the opening, off the draw. Tel Aviv will get it. A little too much on the shovel pass from Drew Morris, but they do get it through. Ashton Reich. He's graduating next week from the University of South Carolina. Good for him, and he'll be moving to Israel, taking a spot with the programming for lacrosse development in nation. Jakub Vimala hits the cutting Knotek. What a save by Haylett. Here comes Brooks. Noah Brooks passes it ahead. Parker Pfeiffer. He's been dynamite, leaves it back. Ripped there by, sure, we don't have a 22. We're going to double check who the 22 is. Seems to be the odd change in the some uniform numbers. I know Tel Aviv had to switch jerseys earlier in the tournament. Actually, when they were playing Custodes, because Custodes wore their reds. So they, because of the similarity of the 2 colors, Tel Aviv went in some borrowed whites. Gutwald gets this one just in the offensive zone. Ball's down in the corner. Back up to Kuchera. His shot doesn't get through. Big pile up in the corner. Greg Harnart net digging. Lucas Kuchera coming away with it. Ashton Reich up into the offensive zone. He's going to hand it off there. Reich going to start with Israel playing at the World Juniors in Winnipeg. Made a big impression. They love having him involved. He's diving in head first. Oh, the pass attempt by Jean-Luc Chetner trying to get it to his brother Bo. Didn't quite connect, and Matej Barak comes away with it. Nice elusive move to get himself running forward. Trail check, pressure though. Good pass to get it into Jiří Loskot. Vimala tried the lever pass, but it went straight on to Haylett, who almost lost control of it. He is having a little trouble with the passing. They get it ahead. Silberlicht to Morris. Sorry, that's Tucker Hammock with the rip. And they are finding spots on Jakob Marish. Jake Silberlicht and Matthew Flapen head down. Two of the veterans on this team, guys who have done a ton of work in Israel to work on building the game of lacrosse there. They have been mentors and role models for much of the younger generation of Israeli youth lacrosse. And they go down and help Daniel Haylett realize he just made a very good play. Jan Hulish, speaking of young stars, Hulish rising in the Czech system. He's become one of their top players, as has Pavel Suk, as has Thomas Knotek, and he scores the first goal for Custodes in this game. Lovely little two-man game. The pick, the roll, the pass. And we have an LCC flag being run back and forth in the crowd. Knotek from Cirque. Kuchera, I think, gets the first one, just squeezing it through the 5-hole on Haylett. Tel Aviv controlled the face-off. Chetner tried to get it across to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer's been outstanding in this tournament. That pass out, kind of bouncing around, and March is just going to dive out on top of that ball and cover it up. I think he's smothering a hand grenade. Peshek into his own end to get possession. The sniper. Prohashka to Cirque. Peshek down in the corner. Cirque's shot comes out to Jiří Loskot, and they hit the cutter, but Simon Kuchera couldn't quite find his spot. Sasha Gannon takes that outlet, hands it quickly to Adam Wolf, and Tel Aviv to the attack. Matosh Tilsher out to meet him. Schroeder and Tilsher both take the man cutting to the net. That was Bo Chetner, and then he tries to take that hot carom off the boards, can't get it, but it's grabbed there by Tucker Hammock. Wolf now can't handle this pass, but gets it out to Pfeiffer. That's Devin Pfeiffer. He's on Bo Chetner. So there's two Chetners, two Pfeiffers. Now there's no touch, so it's not going to be a reset. The shot clock has run out. There was an indication, it's going to be Tel Aviv ball. And I think Custodes are arguing that the shot clock had already run. That is a shot. Okay, so the reset hadn't happened on the clock. So the refs had indicated, you see the hand going up. Okay, so that is how that one was working out. They're going to the back door. Bo Chetner can't get that. Did it touch someone? Yeah, they're saying it was a touch on a Custodes player, so it will not be an over and back, but the shot clock will keep ticking. We're down to 20 seconds. And they're in no rush. Jean-Luc Chetner will just sit there. Now they're going to reset it. He's saying, well, yeah, they're just saying just keep resetting because it's going to be a reset. It doesn't start until he picks it up. He waits until Matosh Tilsher makes the jog down the length of the floor. And then Tilsher gives Chetner a bump. And they score. Bo Chetner buries that one. There are a few boo birds. Oh, maybe they're saying Bo. Bo Chetner rips it over the shoulder of Marsh, just under the crossbar. That is a perfect shot. 5-1. Tel Aviv pulls ahead. It's Parker Pfeiffer taking a draw. Brooks with a big collision, but Vimala is okay with some contact. Streblik's chin strap is undone, and Lukasz Kuchera with a swat on Parker Pfeiffer, who scores anyway. It's 6-1. Tel Aviv won the round robin battle between these teams again, 10-9. It was a huge comeback. 3 goals in the last 91 seconds to tie it up, all of them by Parker Pfeiffer. They went to the shootout, and Tel Aviv won in the shootout. This is looking like a very different game. Custodes not used to playing in the lower levels. Here's a circle by Sasha Gannon. Wolf across the top. Tries to feed it back down to Bo Chetner. Nice job by Barak to ride him off the play. Marsh with a short outlet pass to Simon Kuchera, but Walcott knocks it loose. Walcott fighting to try and get possession. Scrum in there. Nice job by Gannon to be part of it. They're just going to whip it the length of the floor and up into the mesh. And that's going to be possession for Ashton Reich and Tel Aviv. Taking his time, feeding it through. It didn't quite get there. That pass from Gannon. He'll try and get it back. .23 seconds in the half, less than on the shot clock, so Custodes cannot wait for the final shot of the half. Mate Barak up for an offensive shift. No, he's just going to stay. He's going to go back to the bench. Now he's coming back out. That is on the backside of the net. Sirk has it with 7 seconds to shoot. Hulish rips one. That didn't get through. Loshkot, that one did get through. Hulish gets it back, and the half will end. The score 6-1 for Tel Aviv. Mentioning that Custodes not used to playing in these lower level games. The last time that they finished anywhere below 4th place was in 2009 when they finished 5th, their worst ever finish in this tournament. So they are guaranteed their worst finish to at least tie. They need to win this one to avoid their new low of 6th. They've come second the last 2 years to Nova Scotia Privateers. They won the year before that. They have won the tournament many times. 9 times, including 6 of the first 7. Tel Aviv has had success here as well. Not as much lately. Got a lot of new developments in this team, but they started out back in 2013. They came and were a 20th place team, really just getting things rolling. 2014, they came 10th. 2015 up to 6th, back to 13th in 2016, and then a bit of a climb, 7th in 2017, 2018, a thriller to win that championship. I believe that was, who got that winning goal? Anyway, that was an exciting tournament back then, 2018. 2019, they were in 2nd place, losing in another exciting final. 2023 and 2024, they came 7th and 11th, again with the younger teams, a lot of development. They've got some terrific talent this year. The Pfeiffer brothers and the Chetner brothers making a huge difference for this club. Ready to go is half number 2. Goldstein can't quite come up with it. Actually, I was mentioning earlier Ashton Reich going to Israel. He's actually going to be stepping into the spot of Goldstein, Eli Goldstein, who's been in there in country, developing youth lacrosse. Oh, a slip from Hulish. He pops back up as Greg Harnett is getting up all over him. Sirk, he can't quite handle that pass. Goldstein is up on him. Or sorry, that's Nielsen. 3 to shoot. It's not in. Haylett hangs on that shot by Kuchera. Bo Chetner feeds it through to Wolf. Gets all the way across. Tucker Hammock trying to come up with it. Martin Hodania looking up the floor. He finds the man off the bench, usually Luscott. Jean-Luc Chetner, nice job by him. He was actually, I mean, he's played some National Lacrosse League, was a draft choice. He was actually doing some transition, playing D-transition in the NLL. Very good at either end of the floor, very athletic. Knotek whipped it to the far side. They bring it back to try to get Peshek on the back door. They're going to run out of time on the 30. He'll have to drop it there in the corner. And Ashton Reich will fling it over to the near boards. And Jean-Luc Chetner will stay out for another shift on offense. Now he's actually going to head out. He just got a good decision. Get it into the offensive zone to Sasha Gannon. And let the next group do their thing. Outlet pass. But it's going to be picked off by Drew Morris. Morris going for a run. Flings it ahead to Jacob Silberlicht. Here's Walcott. Lane that he saw closed pretty quickly. Martin Schruta coming to cover him. Devin Pfeiffer with it. Hayek on him. Oh, what a shot by Sasha Gannon as Marish came over tight on his post and was pretty flat to the goal line. And Gannon reaches out around him and just tucks it into the far side. It's a really nice little play. Pfeiffer, good crosshand shot. Oh, there's not a lot of angle. And what a quick release by Gannon. Wow, great shot. Seven to 1. And there's, I think it would be fair to say, a fairly quiet arena. A little stunned by the Custodes trailing. Knotek trying to get one back, misses on the far side. There's no reset. It'll be an over and back if they get there. Hulish gets the ball, and it's a loose ball push. So a fresh 30 that way for Custodes. Diving attempt. Another save by Haylett, who's been outstanding in this game. Ashton Reich is stripped by Hulish, who then gets great, perfect position. Comes up with the loose ball. Peshek finds Kuchera coming off the bench. He's going to cut to the middle. Lane taken away by Brooks. Hulish trying to go underneath. That's a pitchfork check by Parker Pfeiffer. Dragged him down pretty well, but play will continue. Greg Harnett is going to wait till some forwards get up there. Leaves it for Hammock. Spinning out of the corner, pick from Walcott. Vimala comes up to check. Hard overhand from Jean-Luc Chetner, and Vimala says, get away from my goalie. Let Jakob Marish pick up that ball. Vimala, short outlet pass. Dilsher. Watched high by Kottenoff. Ball in the corner, comes out to Luscott. Palasark thinking about the shot, trying to body his way in. Hits the cutter instead. Nice defense by Reich. Oh, but they find Sirk, and that's got to be a goal. And it is. Lovely passing by the Custodes. As we pass the 5-minute mark into the second half. Again, 2 15-minute running time halves. Love this hustle. Is that usually Luscott making that pass? And Sirk is so deadly on the crease. Cuts in, they just lose track of him. He stays just outside the crease. Perfect play. Custodes get one back. It's 7-2. They've got 5 goals to get. They've got 9.5 minutes to get it. That one gets up onto the roof over the stands on the far side. Bounces out into the streets of Radotín as we are nestled in this lovely neighborhood. Dominik Peszek over to Kuchera. Prohaska coming out around the top, well up by the restraining line. Peszek will try to drive. He's got the pick and roll. Kuchera shoots, scores. Nice two-man game, and that is Simon Kuchera. Not Lukas. 7-3. And the Czech flag, the LCC flag running back and forth once again. There have not been a lot of occasions thus far in the game for that to be brought out, but the crowd really gets going. Goldstein and Strieblich, another extended battle. Nielsen couldn't quite corral that ball, but gets great position, but then is shoved out of the way. Still nobody able to come up with possession. LCC will get possession. Mate Barak looking for someone to pass to, wants some space, he clears, gets it down to Hulish. Sirk cutting to the net, Hulish shoots, Sirk gets it back. Oh, backdoor pass, beautiful play. Sirk had a really good shooting opportunity, but passed off to Kuchera, who had an even better one. And it's 7-4, Custodes on a roll. Coming up to the final 7.5, the second half of the second half. Goldstein pops it out to himself. Oh, but kicks out of it. It is scooped up. Parker Pfeiffer on his offside. It's a pretty solid bump from Kriesel. 3 white jerseys around the 1 red. And Simon Kuchera comes away with it. Got Greg Harnett trying to corkscrew check. Hangs on to it, but does pop out now. Harnett gets a bit of a pop in the numbers. He was looking for a call there. Definitely got to stick to the top of the 1s on the back of his jersey. Devin Pfeiffer, the give, the go. Didn't like his shot, so he pulls it down. They continue to move the ball around. Adam Wolf feeds Pfeiffer, who's circled. That's a goal in the front. See the hands throw up. It's Bo Chetner. Bo Chetner having a great tournament. Really taking a hands-on approach to stop the run of 3 straight Custodes goals. They've gone Sirk, Simon Kuchera, Lukas Kuchera in a span of less than 2 minutes. Went from 7-1 to 7-4. And that's a huge one in response by Tel Aviv. 6:20 to go in the second half, a 4-goal spread. The Radotín chants come up. I think we have the Tel Aviv in response on the far side. Sirk shoots, stopped by Haylett. I don't know that he was sure he had that one, but he did get it. It comes out. Sirk behind the net, thinking about the dunk. Well played by Silberlicht, not just stopped, but stripped. Silberlicht fights through. That's going to be picked off, though. That was a bit of an errant pass. Hulish misses, but they can maintain it. Tel Aviv had gone too far up the floor. They had 3 players up over the restraining line, lost track. And now there's a goal. I'm sorry, I did not see that. I'm downstairs at the arena here, and I've got quite a bit of traffic across in front. Did not see at all what happened, so we'll check with you. And oh, that's Thomas Knotek. That is a blast by Knotek. Matthew Flapen trying to get out on him. Back to a 3-goal game, and almost another one for Sirk. The momentum continuing to be on the side of LC Custodes. Here's Harris. Or sorry, Drew Morris. Nice job to not get himself trapped there. He was very aware of his position near center, but they're going to have it over and back as that pass tips off the stick of Jean-Luc Chetner, and it's going to be a slashing call to Pavel Sirk down behind the play. They will not be happy with that on the bench. Peter Popia, the head coach, will not be thrilled taking a penalty 200 feet away. Well, maybe not 200 feet, but quite a ways away from their own net. A minute for Tel Aviv to try to add to this. Both Chetner's at the top, is a strong right. Goes to Jean-Luc, gets away from him. Trying to get it off the boards. Can't come up with the ball, still loose. Tilshire battling. That one's going to come up and get just up onto the roof. Who did it go off of? Devin Pfeiffer saying that should be Tel Aviv ball, but it looks like it went off of them. It'll be Custodes possession. Knotek to Peshek. Peshek driving through. Brooks with him. The pass doesn't connect. It's going to go to Sash again and tries to tap it ahead. Loses his stick. Can somebody get it ahead? It's picked up by Flapen. Oh, it goes off his stick. He was battling. Gottwald was all over him, causing that ball to go up and out of play off of Flapen. Possession. And oh, Peshek, the most dangerous check, was open on top of the crease, but it just trickled off his stick and rolled behind the net. 3:15 to go. Big hit in the forecheck by Hulish. Taps the ball, tried to flick it ahead to himself, so there's nobody around. It will now roll to Thomas Hayek, who will pass it back to Vimala. They're indicating a reset. It has not been reset. I saw one of the refs indicating, I thought it should have been a reset for LCC. They're down to 6 on the shot clock. Usually Loskod is going to get a pick from Hulish and cut. Swing around, 2 to shoot. He rips one. That hits a. Who did it hit? It hit a Tel Aviv player and went out of bounds. So that will be Custodes' ball. Tel Aviv thinks it's their ball, that it went off of a Custodes player. The officials will discuss that they had different views of what happened. The officials agree it's a touch, and they say it went off of Tel Aviv. I think Silberlicht and Goldstar were saying it had gone off of there was a little friendly fire off a teammate. Chance here for Radotín. Mars still between the pipes. That shot, that's off someone. Who is that off? That's again, now one of the refs again was indicating up the other way, thinking it went off a Custodes player. But the ones closest both indicate Custodes ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock. We're into the final 2 minutes of regulation time here. Peshek has it. We are in stop time now. Peshek's hard shot is stopped, but Halet couldn't get the rebound. I'm not sure if he didn't see it, but he just left it sitting there. Almost became a gift goal for Thomas Knotek, and another possession awarded to LCC. The Tel Aviv defenders are tired, and some of them are limping. That's Brooks on the far side, but he runs into Prohaska, working his way through it. It gets away from Prohaska, but he controls it. Hard shot. That will be a reset, and it won't be an overback. He's not going to get there anyway. Sirk gets it. Halet got a piece of that one. 1.5 minutes to go. 3-goal lead for Tel Aviv. In the round-robin game between these teams, the score is 9-6 with this amount of time to play, a 3-goal difference. Now, that was for Custodes. Now there is a 3-goal lead for Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv scored their first with 1:09 to play of the 3 that tied it up. We are at that point right now. Can Custodes match that heroic comeback? Tel Aviv has possession and letting it tick away. And Tel Aviv has taken a timeout. Head coach Chad Culp, I think, wants to figure out exactly what they're going to do here. Custodes had some strategic decision-making issues. Didn't really work for them when they gave up the comeback. I think Chad Culp wants to make sure his guys are all on the same page, know exactly what they're doing. This one winds towards a close. Remember, coming up next, we'll have the 3rd place game. That should be another great one. Alberta Lacrosse and Purple Rain. That is another rematch of a round-robin pool play game, and that was a 7-5 win for Alberta. Another really good game where Alberta got it in front. Purple Rain started battling back. Tel Aviv starts possession. They have a chance. That's going to be Tel Aviv possession. Trying to get the ball through. They hold on. Devin Pfeiffer up high. We're into the final 43 seconds. Pfeiffer still running. Gets it over to Jean-Luc Chetner. Over to Bo Chetner. Just playing keep away now. Devin Pfeiffer with the shot late in the 30. We're down to 30 seconds to play. Custodes will need a miracle. They have the horses that can do it. Do they have the time? Hodania up over center. Kuchera, 6 attackers. Kuchera back up to Prohashka. They need to shoot fairly soon. Back door, dunk goal by Sirk. Stops the clock with 10.21 seconds to go. It's 8-6. 10 seconds is probably not enough. They were a little bit patient, perhaps, on that play. It worked out well, but when you need 3 goals in 30 seconds, you can't take 20 to get one of them. But the LCC flag will make another couple of laps of the stands. Goldstein just wants to eat up some time at the dot. Vimola gets it. Strieblik has it. 2 seconds to go. Long outside shot will go wide, and Tel Aviv will finish 5th in the 2025 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial. Terrific performance by Daniel Halet between the pipes for Tel Aviv. Strong all around, a nice fast start for Gold Star, and then Custodes tried to battle back. They make a good game of it, but holding on for the win, Tel Aviv. That will do it for this one. Next up will be the 3rd place game, Alberta Lacrosse and Purple Rain, and then of course the championship, Nova Scotia Privateers and the Victoria Leprechauns. Our next game starts at 7:10 local time, which is in 16 minutes. So we will see you then here on the LCC Radotín YouTube channel. Thanks for being with us, lacrosse friends. We'll talk to you very shortly.